Hey guys, Open here. Gonna be doing a reaction to Scrooge McDuck vs. Shovel Knight Death Battle by ScrewAttack. So, yeah, I guess just get to it. The three had to end one. Hard to think of anything to see in these.
Some people adventure for wealth. For others, the wealth is in the adventure.
Either way, you'll be successful if you can bounce off your enemies' heads.
Like Scrooge McDuck, the wealthiest waterfowl to ever live.
And Shovel Knight, a shining example of the code of chivalry. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Never played
armor,
that
and skills
Shovel
to
Knight
find
guy.
out who would win a death battle. In 1867,
I've seen that cartoon.
Scrooge McDuck was born to a poor family in Glasgow, Scotland. He grew up a relatively normal duckling until his 10th birthday.
Scrooge's father took him to see the remains of the old McDuck clan castle. See, their family wasn't always super
Didn't know
poor,
about
and
this.
Scrooge was inspired by the sight of their former glory. So the next day, he got a job and earned his first money ever. A dime.
Problem was, it was an American dime, and Scrooge was in Scotland. Naturally feeling pretty cheated, Scrooge swore he'd build his fortune by being, I quote, tougher than the toughies and sharper than the sharpies.
What the hell happened to you?
I fell down the stairs.
Well, you should be more careful.
So he hopped over to America to start his quest for wealth. And judging by his money vault today, where he literally swims in gold,
Which is
I'd say he did a
impossible.
pretty effing-
Ah! It's not a liquid! It's a great many pieces of solid matter that form a hard floor-like surface! Ah!
Good job.
No obstacle was too difficult to keep him from fortune. By my estimations, his entire net worth today rests around $300 quadrillion.
Rich as he is, he's got to defend his treasure trove somehow. So this wealthy waterfowl's got more guns than I do. Not to mention the trusty cannons he has hidden around his manor. Nothing like some old-fashioned artillery for home defense.
Scrooge also has a number of unorthodox high-tech firearms.
Or as normal people call them, laser guns. My favorite is the one that can shoot through solid steel titanium. It's
Damn,
called the
didn't know about
Burglar
that.
Stunner, but I'm pretty sure that'll do a hell of a lot more than stun you.
Well, my favorite would be Scrooge's Nutra-Friction and Anti-Inertia Rays. By removing a target's natural friction and inertia, these guns can turn a foe so slippery they can't grip anything, or take away all momentum from that foe's movement and weight. Without friction, a person will slide miles upon miles with no hope of stopping themselves. Without inertia, a cannonball will have even less impact than falling leaves, though it is important to note that these guns do not affect personal gravity.
Yeah, science and stuff. Though if I were him, I'd prefer the feel of one of his rifles or swords.
Or his signature sidearm, his trusty cane.
What's so special about a dusty old cane, you ask?
Probably has
Well,
something
just
in it.
look at the old quack go. Not every duck can turn their cane into both a club and a pogo stick.
Even when he's unarmed, Scrooge's
I
thirst
used to
for
have a
wealth has
dragon one.
pushed his body past many preconceived limits. He possesses incredible strength, speed, and durability.
Not to mention, the dude's got some serious huevos.
Oh, wow.
One time when he was stuck in the savannah, he walked right up to a lion, beat it in a roaring match, and then rode it all the way to town.
He's also a surprisingly skilled marksman.
Like some sort of gun-toting Mr. Miyagi, he can shoot flies out of the air with perfect precision.
Wow.
And he's no slouch with a blade. Apparently, Buffalo Bill taught him how to knife fight in, Injun style. And now's a great time to remind you that
Okay.
Scrooge is pretty old. It was a different time.
Racism aside, it takes a lot to put this mighty mallard down. He survived the Titanic sinking, being frozen solid in the Yukon, fighting hordes of wild animals, and taking a cannon shot to the face before being dragged through a minefield.
Ow.
He's even survived a trip to the literal center of the Earth, which, if you've forgotten, is pretty much super lava.
That's putting it mildly. The Earth's core is estimated to be well over 9,000
To be
degrees
honest,
Fahrenheit.
we really don't know. We've
More
never
than
been
hot
to the
enough
core.
to cook your goose.
He's outrun a cheetah, which can reach 75 miles per hour.
Damn.
He's stopped a charging water buffalo, which can weigh up to 2,600 pounds.
And you ever hear that legend where George Washington threw a silver dollar across the Potomac River?
Nope.
Well, Scrooge can do that too. And he even caught the coin on the other side.
What?
Because Scrooge isn't gonna waste a single dollar.
Seems pretty impressive, but Scrooge has some massively problematic flaws. Least of all is his age. He's 150 years old.
Holy
That
crap,
won't
I had
do
no
him any
idea.
favors in a fight.
And
I thought
why
he was
can't
50
fly? I
or
mean,
40.
he's a duck with his own private plane, and he has human teeth, and they really should just hire a poultry scientist at Disney. Oh, I'll send my resume.
Well, more
Good stick.
importantly would be his overpowering greed. He can often lose sight of his goals or explode into an uncontrollable rage if someone threatens his wealth.
He is pretty selfish and has a one-track mind. I don't know if the uncontrollable rage part, though, is such a bad thing.
Certainly not in some situations.
Temper
Like the
much?
time Soapy Slick tried to rip Scrooge off, steal his property, and humiliate him by chaining him to a steamboat and making fun of his letters from home.
Wow.
Including one informing Scrooge of his mother's passing.
That's more than enough to piss Scrooge off. So much that he literally tore the entire boat apart with his bare hands.
Damn.
Or wings. Holy damn, that's some real foul strength.
Just goes to show that nothing can stand between Scrooge and his wealth.
I don't know which was wilder in those days, the wolves or me.
A long time ago, the world was wild, and adventurers roamed the land. The most famous of whom were partners Shield Knight and Shovel Knight.
You can tell how good they are by the giant piles of loot behind them.
Shovel Knight and Shield Knight traveled together, and they were the stuff of legend.
Beating
That
someone
is,
to death with a
until the
shovel,
Tower
okay.
of Fate.
Once inside a cursed amulet, knocked
Not the weirdest
Shovel
thing
Knight
I've
out
heard.
cold. When he woke up, Shield Knight was gone and the tower was sealed shut. And boy, did that bum him out. So, like all depressed heroes, he abandoned everything and went to the wilderness to do a bunch of farming and most likely drinking.
Soon after he retired, an evil woman called the Enchantress took power, along with a group of villainous knights. known
Like I
as
said,
the
never heard of
Order
this
No
game.
Quarter. Ah, get it? It's funny. So maybe
Yeah.
retiring wasn't the most responsible idea.
Man's gotta mourn, Wiz. Man's gotta mourn.
You mean like when you took a week off to mourn after your divorce? Because I'm pretty sure all you did was get drunk and shoot fireworks at my house.
Check it out. I took 10 M80s and stuck them all together. I call it bunker busting mega ultra super. Holy crap!
Oh my God! You blew off all your fingers!
What happened? Oh my God!
You know, no huge hurry, but I'm sort of out of juice over here. Bone dry.
Ah, yeah. Man, that was a real good
Dick.
mourn. Well, anyway, Shovel Knight's break didn't last long. After the Enchantress and her knights took hold of the land, the Tower of Fate unsealed. Knowing it was his only chance to find out what happened to Shield Knight, he dug back into action. And with him, he took his mightiest weapon. A shovel.
Don't sell it short. It's not just any shovel, it's a shovel blade. And thanks to its surprisingly versatile nature, it can slash through anything from rats to...
Holy crap! Did he just kill a dragon with that thing?
Yes, he did.
That's
That reminds me
depressing.
of the time I made my own weapon out of a yard tool. I missed my rake blade, but everyone got really confused and offended whenever I yelled my catchphrase, "Prepare to get raked!" So I stopped using it.
Oh. Oh. Probably smart. Well,
I don't get
thanks
it.
to the Shovel Blade's unique attributes, Shovel Knight has a repertoire of deadly attacks, his signature being the Shovel Drop.
This deadly downward drop allows him to dig into his enemies. Pogo
Wow,
stick
that
style.
takes a lot of.
Now,
Looks like it takes a
where
lot of
have
skill.
I seen that before?
He also has a charge attack that, when unleashed, does massive damage and can even penetrate armor. If his enemy is more than a scoop's reach away, he can strike the earth to
Scrooge
fire a dangerous
McDuck, I
spark
think,
that
would
travels
still
along
win.
the ground.
You know what else it's good for? Digging up all of that sweet, sweet treasure.
But the Shovel Blade is far from his only weapon. Throughout his journey, Shovel Knight has acquired many magical relics, which are quite handy in battle, though they do require access to a limited supply of magic to use.
He can set stuff on fire with the flare wand.
Griffin,
or punch
just
through compact
standing
dirt
there.
with the dust knuckles.
He can also take the wind out of his enemies with the throwing anchor, or fly a short distance with the propeller dagger.
If Shovel Knight needs to kill bad guys in those hard-to-reach spaces, he has his trusty Chaos Orb, which acts like a bouncy ball of doom.
He also possesses the Mobile Gear, a mechanism which allows him to traverse dangerous terrain such as spikes and small gaps with ease.
Oh, that's useful.
Mobile gear. But my favorite relic is the War Horn, which is kind of like the Horn of Gondor, but it makes people explode.
Yeah.
Shovel Knight carries a few defensive relics as well.
Yeah, like those sweet fish goblets.
You mean the Truple Chalices. These special liquid receptacles can carry ichors, substances which, when drunk, provide certain benefits to Shovel Knight. Most notably, the Ichor of Renewal, which fully restores his health and magic.
Oh, that's
And
good.
how do you get such a useful liquid? From a bunch of fish that perform an interpretive dance and spit in your cup. It's dinner and a show.
Last but not least is the Phase Locket. This relic allows Shovel Knight to pass through his enemies and even grants him temporary invincibility while under its effect.
Like all good knights, our shovel-wielding friend protects himself with a suit of shining armor. Actually, he's got a few of them.
Oh,
His
wow.
most capable all-around set is the Dynamo Mail. Along with providing the kind of defense you need for fighting the forces of evil, it has an added bonus. Hitting just about anything with his shovel
Is
draw
that a
builds
horse
up a
lady?
powerful charge attack.
Normally, a large suit of armor comes with a lot of extra weight, but Shovel Knight doesn't let that slow him down.
Even in full plate, our delving hero seemingly never tires and is agile enough to dodge everything from cannonballs to fireballs.
Actually, the weight is more of a bonus since his attack of choice is bouncing on heads. Where's math then?
On it, comparing his height to these doors, Shovel Knight appears to be about 4 feet 6 inches tall. Given his broad physique, he likely weighs approximately 100 pounds at most. In the 14th century, a knight's plate armor for combat typically weighed about 60 pounds. Scaling to
Damn,
Shovel Knight's height,
that's heavy.
his armor likely weighs 50 pounds. Including the 5-pound shovel,
Is that
he must
rat
drop with
lady?
a force of over 6,700 joules of kinetic energy. In comparison, Mike Tyson can punch with up to 1,600 joules and has knocked out 44 people in the ring. And Shovel Knight's striking power is over 4 times stronger than that.
Okay.
Good job! No wonder Shovel Knight was able to take down the entire Order of No Quarter, including a giant
No
steampunk
Quarter.
mech and the Enchantress herself.
He's also stubborn enough to hold his breath underwater for an impressively indefinite amount of time. And he even held his own against the Battletoads and Kratos, the upcoming god of war.
Kratos, really?
Hell? Really? That's awesome! If you sell enough games, you can get anybody.
But even after all that, Shovel Knight doesn't seem the most intelligent warrior. After all, the only reason he gave up on Shield Knight for so long is because he just assumed she was dead.
Still, he's
Wow.
one deadly warrior who isn't afraid to put his enemies 6 feet under. You know, because he digs holes and stuff.
I'm gonna go with Scrooge.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But
Yes, he
first,
seems more
I've got some
upbeat.
free food for you. Now, I'm a man who likes a good home-cooked meal,
Let's skip
but going out to buy or hunt my own food is a hassle. If only.
com/battle.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Get her done. La, 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 la.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, a 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 piece of candy.
Oh boy. It is on. Ooh. Damn. God damn, he's just throwing you around. I think he'll just dodge it. Damn. Poor Scrooge, he doesn't seem like he has a chance. Yeah, doesn't look like he's, that could work. Yeah. Right. Oh.
Damn! KO!
Damn, that's cold.
Well, that works.
Shovel Knight might have been able to uphold the code of chivalry, but he could not hold up to Scrooge's wealth of experience and superior strength.
Aside from the extra 100+ years of experience he's got over Shovel Knight, Scrooge's feats blew him out of the water. For example, there's no way that Shovel could have put him down very quickly when he's powered through a minefield like it's nothing.
And remember how he threw a coin across the Potomac River and rode across fast enough to catch it? Well, we know the average width of the river is 1,300 feet, and he threw the coin at an angle of 20 degrees. After some quick calculations, this means he must have thrown the coin, boarded his boat, rowed across the entire river, and exited the boat to catch the coin in less than 5.4 seconds. This means he must have been rowing the boat at speeds well over 164 miles per hour.
Wow.
Jesus, how fast are his arms moving there?
To make all that work, at least 14,400 rotations per minute.
Damn.
That's ducking awesome.
He is strong enough to rip apart a steamboat after all.
Yeah.
But regardless of Scrooge's power, Shovel Knight had very little options to defend against the Duck's wackier, physics-breaking weaponry. Those that could buy him some time could only last for so long due to his limited supply of magic.
Plus, Scrooge has fought knights and magicians before, while Shovel Knight never fought anyone quite like Scrooge McDuck. Looks like Shovel Knight dug his own grave.
The winner is Scrooge McDuck.
Next time on Death Battle.
I think I've reacted to that.
Hey guys, I'm Chad, I play Boomstick. I'm Ben, I play Wiz, and next time we've got Venom from Marvel. But who's he going to be fighting? You can stick to our social media. We'll be announcing it very shortly. And you could have watched this death battle early and all our videos early, plus like merch discounts and a bunch of great stuff.
I've already reacted to Lara Croft one.
In the description below. Sign up today.
Alright, so that was my reaction to Scrooge McDuck versus Shovel Knight. Hope you guys liked it, and have a nice day.